Do you know what the biggest financial myth of the 20th century is? That your money problems are solved by having more money? It sounds logical. If you're stressed because you don't have enough, the obvious solution is to earn more. But reality is brutal. People who earn 10 times more than you have the exact same financial anxieties you do, just at a different level. Today, we're talking about the most uncomfortable truth in the psychology of money. Money doesn't solve emotional problems. It amplifies them, and if you don't understand this, you'll spend your entire life chasing more, only to realize it never brings what you thought it would. But before you close this video, let's talk about what actually works. Yes, it's the end of the year. Yes, everyone seems busy with other things, but I don't want you to miss the chance to change your financial habits, especially now. Morgan Housel, one of the clearest minds in financial psychology, says something disturbing. Money is not a math problem. Money is a psychology problem. Your issue with money isn't that you don't have enough. It's that your emotions sabotage any amount you might have. Let me give you the real formula of wealth, the one Instagram gurus won't sell you. Real wealth is what you have minus what you want, not how much money sits in your account, but the gap between what you own and what you desire. That means you can be wealthier than a millionaire if you control your desires better than he controls his expectations. Sounds simple, right? Then why do 90% of people spend their entire lives chasing more and never reaching it? Because we've been programmed to believe the problem is income, when in reality, the problem is our internal setting for satisfaction. This is where something psychologists call hedonic adaptation comes in. Basically, the guaranteed treadmill of your unhappiness. You get a raise. The first week, you're euphoric. The second week, you adapt. By month 3, you're already thinking about the next raise. Your brain isn't built for contentment. It's built for survival, and survival means constantly wanting more. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 and eats Egg McMuffins for breakfast. Elon Musk slept on the factory floor next to the Tesla production line when the company was close to collapse. Both are billionaires. Both paid prices you probably wouldn't accept. Here's the uncomfortable questions. Do you really want their entire lives or just the Instagram photos? So much entrepreneurs sold businesses for 6 figures, only to lie awake at 3 a.m. a year later, staring at the ceiling, asking themselves, is this it? The money came. The anxiety stayed. Why? Because money doesn't change who you are. Money amplifies who you are. If you're insecure without money, you'll be insecure with money. Only now that insecurity shows up as 10,000 euro watches and cars worth more than the average annual salary, this isn't cheap moralizing. It's daily reality. People reach 6-figure incomes and realize the void they were trying to fill cannot be filled with money. So, what's the solution? Not more money, recalibrated expectations. Let's talk about the most expensive disease you'll ever suffer from: social comparison. Morgan Housel puts it brutally. People don't want more money. They want more than their neighbor. Anthropologically speaking, we're social animals. For millions of years, survival depended on your position in the group. High status meant access to resources, protection, partners. Low status meant vulnerability. Your brain evolved to obsess over status. The problem is that in 2025, your tribe isn't 50 or 150 people anymore. It's the entire world on Instagram. You wake up, open your phone, and instead of comparing yourself to your friend from accounting with a 2010 car, you compare yourself to a 23-year-old influencer posting from the Maldives. Your brain doesn't know the difference. It only sees, I'm not there. I'm in danger. And that's how the race with no finish line begins. Status is relative, not absolute. It doesn't matter that you own a 200,000 euro house if your neighbor owns a 300,000 euro one. It doesn't matter that you have a new car if your colleague just posted a photo with a new electric car. There is no finish line because someone will always have more. The dopamine you get from buying something new lasts exactly 30 seconds until you see someone with something better. I have a friend who worked a corporate job, decent salary, stable life. One day, a former college colleague who wasn't even the smartest in class bought a Porsche. My friend told me, it's killing me that he has a Porsche and I drive an old car. It wasn't about the car. It was about what the car represented. Validation that he won the status game. And social media inflated our definition of success beyond reason. What your parents considered making it now looks like failure compared to private jets and villas in 3 countries. And it's not your fault. It's how the algorithm works. Your brain was never designed to process global comparison. Here's a shocking example. Neighbors of lottery winners are statistically more likely to go bankrupt. Not the winner, the neighbors. Why? Because they see the new cars, the renovations, the vacations, and suddenly their normal income feels insufficient. So they borrow, overspend, and collapse financially, trying to keep up with a standard that was never theirs. So how do you escape the race? You don't. But you can choose which race you run. You can compete with everyone around you, or you can build what psychologists call a humble bubble, a mental space where success is defined by you, not Instagram. This isn't about being happy with less. It's about understanding that no amount of money will ever be enough. If your mind is trained to compare, you can earn 1 million euros a year and feel poor, or earn 3,000 euros a month and feel rich. The difference isn't in the account. It's in the head,